Yes. Ah, yes, honey. Yes. That is moss rose. You cannot see them. The video does not do it justice. But this is moss rose we got growing on the side of the cliff. I couldn't sleep at night last night because I couldn't wait to come and see them opening. These were not really woo, hard, but they're so beautiful. And I have them running along the entire embankment. And I moved some rocks from here to over there so that the roses can start growing and run over those rocks. But these are going to be moved when I put the fence in. But yes, do you see it? Can you see the vision? Can you see it, y'all? Maybe I'm too far away, but stunning. Okay, this happened last night, and they're out here in this African sun at the edge of the beach, just doing what it do, baby. And I ran them all the way, so I only have I have one color up here, and I think the guy's finished with the last color back there. But yes, I'm just try to keep this steady for you so you can catch the vibe. Okay, so we're coming from that away, and that we have our moss roads in our beds all the way, and it is day one, and look at these babies go. Look at them blooming. Wow. So I would like to add some more plants out here, and this will be awesome when people come here for not just event but for healing, for relaxation, to have this beautiful setting right here at the ocean with these beautiful roses and flowers coming up. So I think that is going to do this space a lot of justice. Woo! It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous already. We finished the other half this morning, and then the sun came up. And Joseph finished that out for me. And so these plants, I am hoping they can withstand the wind, because this wind is no joke. The wind is no joke. So you see the little white ones? We've got white ones, we've got pink ones, we've got the magenta, and we've ran them along the entire face of the cliff. So when they start to catch, they're going to be very beautiful. So I'm going to move the rocks from this side to that side so that when I start with the fence, I can, they won't be in the way. And then as these grow, they will run over the rocks on the other side. And that will be something to see, something to speak of, something to help restore your faith in the beauty of Africa, right? My neighbor, my fisherman, Mambo. Yeah, I like waving to the fisher people on the beach. They're nice folk. Yes, it goes all the way. I want to walk again. I'm going to walk it again. I'm sorry. But this is plant porn for me. Like this does not do it justice. This has just been day one, right? And all along this face, these come up like creepers, and they come up creeping with their they're beautiful colors, and they open up. Like here, I'm stopping here so you can see it, right? So they come up with these beautiful flowers, and then they fall asleep. They go to sleep probably about I haven't timed them, but I know they come out at about 10, and then they go back to sleep. Maybe 2, 3. But I'm gonna put some other flowers here. So this is what I was saying about the rocks. So I'm moving them. So we're not gonna have rocks on both sides, just rocks on the seaside. And then they'll grow over the rocks, through the rocks, around the rocks. I couldn't sleep last night because I knew what this is gonna look like when they open up, and they do not disappoint. I'm trying to get it to you so you can see it. Can you see it? So that is all along, going all the way up. So even when this becomes an event space, you can see, you know, that it would sell itself to someone who wants to come through here. So little by little, the same way I did the house, little by little, I'll get it to where it needs to be. If you would like to help me along and donate some plants, I would appreciate that. Because the beauty about this space is it's not just for events. The diaspora will use this space as well, right? And all that I'm going to be earning from the event space, I'm going to be pumping it back into the beekeeping project, which is going to be the real power machine behind this repatriation diaspora mission, right? So looky loo, y'all. And then there's another thing I was experimenting with. Let me just stop here and say hello. Say hello to the roses at the beach. Don't get better than that. I can just see it coming now. I can see it coming. I see this. I see it coming up. I am so excited now. These plants, they do endure the salt air and the salt spray. They do endure. However, I'm concerned about the wind, especially with the single bloom heads, because the wind can get strong at times, and I'm worried. These over here, I'm gonna experiment with banana leaves, banana itself, to see if I can help them along. I'm not ready to give up on it, but let me see if these open. So I was they did. So 2 days ago I was experimenting with these same moss roses. So I saw this YouTuber, this gardening guy from Vietnam, and he was trying to come up with original ways, new ways of getting the moss rose to do what you want it to do. So what he did was he got one of these like food baskets, and he stuck the moss rose in there, and I decided to use his example, and that's what I did. So I just followed his instructions and did this, and so I'm going to finish the top. I'm going to use zip ties and finish the top as well, and then it would be a hanging basket. And so let me try to show you better what I did. So I just put them through here, and that's it. And so some of them are barely even in the soil, but they're still they're still blooming. And that was what, 2 days ago? That was the day before yesterday, right? So I'm interested, I'm impressed, and I'm curious to see what they look like. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna hang this basket. I just wanted to see if my idea would work. And they're like blooming like crazy, right? The most important thing for these are the sun. So I'm just gonna drag it over where it can get more sun, right? But so this was my experiment with the moss rose. They look like baby carnations. But I like the way it grows here, because when it grows like this, it's more it's very attractive like this, even though you can't see it. This is pretty big stuff, right? This is a big enough food container. It's about what, 12 or 10 by about 8 inches deep. And with this African sun, these come out as annuals in America. They come out like every spring, every summer. But here, they come out like every day. So who doesn't want to have this every day? Let me just take one of these so you have an idea of how they look, right? And so imagine all of these like this running along the face of the cliff. We have the bougainvillea, and then once I do the lights, I'm going to do another variety of plants that cascades over the wall, but also can take the salt spray. So when I say cascade, I mean they're gonna come over the wall, they're gonna hang over the top of the wall. So they're gonna cascade like down. And I don't want to use the moss rose for that, because the moss rose falls asleep. So imagine the wall just, covered with flowers hanging down. And then I want to put that all around the property if I can, because that's something for the bees to eat, right? So I'm just putting along. I'm making an attempt to see how far I can get with what I have available, and just try, with some will and some know-how, and see if I can get it to go where I want it to go. So I want these plants to run like a carpet along the cliff and then hang down on the cliff face. So even if you're standing on the beach, you will see these beautiful hanging flowers. And then on this side, I want to do hanging flowers off the wall, and then hanging flowers off of the house. So it will create, so even if you're on the balcony, it will be like a three-step process, three-tier thing. So like you'd see flowers from the balcony, flowers from the wall, and then flowers from the cliff. Whoever designed the house had good ideas in mind, and I'm just picking up from that. So I got my book out. Got some work to do on my laptop later, but this is what's going on at the Exodus house, right? If you'd like to make any donations for plants to get this garden going, so that I can plant for the bees and also for the space, please go ahead, email me exodusafrica1@gmail.com, or Cash App $Renee Moneymaker. Again, it is a beekeeping initiative for the diaspora and the Tanzanian people and we're looking for support with plants to get that going. I'm just experimenting out here with these to see how well they will do on the seaside, but we're looking to cover the entire property with certain kinds of flowers. I've already started in the garden. I've started in some areas that they didn't take. You know, some of the seeds didn't grow, but I need to get more plants so at least the pollinators have something to eat. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.